What's going on, YouTube? Tom here, on my way to the gym. I know this video is a little later than I normally post, just because today was raining all day, and so weather was terrible, I couldn't make a video. Made a second video yesterday, but then I ended up saying not to post it. It just ended up not being to my liking. So I figured, well, today I'll redo it. I'll get a second chance at trying to do it. Make it a little better. I know my videos aren't that great of quality, so fine. I know people say that, but I do like to do 2 takes at times, and so actually just responding to some comments. And I had a comment a couple days ago that actually made me think. I don't usually make a video to respond to comments, but I figured, what the hell, I'll talk about the comment. It was on my video about the price of the Mustang, which I'll put a link to above here. In that comment, the guy said, for that price you can get a 2016 or 2017 GT350, and I thought, it actually makes a good point. Well, first of all, I wanted to fact check him, so I went on Auto Trader and I looked. I said, okay, what does a good GT350 cost? Not the R, because the Rs are still expensive. I did find an R. I'll start it with this anyway. I did find an R, and it was, I almost couldn't believe someone was asking this amount of money for it. 250 grand this guy wanted for his GT350R. Private seller. Now, he said it was the only 2016 model in race red with the 920A package. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's nice, but I just don't think that car is worth that kind of money. Good looking car, but alright, not for me. I don't think I would be buying that, just because that's way more than a new one costs, and I could get the same options cheaper. But, now for the normal Shelby, which was more realistically speaking what the comparison is for, a GT350, 2016 or 2017, I found a few of each, is around, give or take, 51 grand for the cheaper ones. Now, lowest I found was 48. And I found 51, and I found a good 2 or 3 for that price. And of course, I found one for 51 that was even the color combo I like. I like the white with the blue stripes. That's my personal favorite color combo. It's Oxford white and lightning blue stripes, or what they call it, I think, is the official colors. I personally would have that. I think that looks amazing on the car. It's a lot different from my usual cars when I build in price, especially. I do a lot of red. I have my red truck. I'm looking at getting another red Mustang, and I was looking at a couple Silverados that were red as a project, and my girlfriend even said to me, she's like, do you look at anything besides red? Answer is no. No, pretty much don't. But yes, that was the color combo I would get on it, and it was 51 grand. Now, the other thing that got me thinking was, well, let's compare that to the new GT. Because really, is that worth it? Because what do you get that the new GT doesn't have? And really, the only real thing you get is a flat plane crank V8 anymore. Because for that price, I can get a new Mustang GT, premium that is, with all the same options. I can get the Magna Ride, I can get the active exhaust. You get it all, and you get the leather seats, the Sync 3, everything on the interior is more or less the same, since Shelby, also being a Mustang, has a Mustang's interior, so really, you gotta ask yourself, what would you get buying the new Mustang that you wouldn't get with buying a used Shelby? And the answer is really nothing. In fact, if anything, you do get that flat plane crank V8, and some people do like that. Now, obviously, that's a car with miles on it, not a brand new car. Now, the tires, I don't know how the tire wear would be. Obviously, we're talking some pretty nice sport tires that may be a little worn down. And we're talking some pretty expensive tires to replace. So that would obviously be concern number 1 for me. Number 2 is, yeah, how bad has it been hot rodded? Has this car been nicely driven for 26,000 miles? Was this a car someone only ever drove to work, or was this a car that they thrashed around? I've talked about used cars before, and I mentioned that. Put a link above to that video. I mentioned that, you just don't know what you're getting. I mean, probably hasn't been in an accident, just because it's probably been babied its whole life. You never know. You have to do a Carfax and all that, but it's all worthy concerns to me. So, if anything, you're buying peace of mind when you get a new car, but the new Mustang, you do get a good bit of what the Shelby previously was you had to get any of that. So an active exhaust and the MagnaRide are the two big ones. You already can get the performance package with those nice wide rear tires. That gives you similar performance levels. And really, the Coyote's a good platform to build off of. So it's not like that you're not getting a whole massive amount of power now. The thing with the Shelby is it's normally aspirated. Compared to its, everyone's saying its big competitors, ZL1 Camaro, and to me they're in two different leagues just for that reason. The ZL1 is supercharged, whereas the Shelby is normally aspirated. And ideally, if the Shelby sold for MSRP, it would be a lot cheaper to buy. But right now, you just can't. Now, of course, the big difference was on the 15 to 17 was he bought a Shelby, you had about 100 horsepower difference. Really, I think it came out to 90, but who's counting, right? We'll call that 100. It's 91 horsepower. But with the new Mustang, it gets the dual injection. The new Coyote, nice and dark here. So I don't usually do vlogs at night. The new Coyote now, it's going to get the dual injection, putting it at 460. And that's pretty damn close to the Shelby. And I think part of the reason, I don't know if they limited it to that or whether there was some intention of being at 460 to not get too close to the Shelby territory. Now, I know what a lot of people say. It's like, oh, it's a new motor, yada, yada, yada. It's not really very much new, because it's kind of like the LS engines. They come out with a new LS engine, and it's based on this old designs. It might be, I have some new components, but a lot of things are interchangeable. Ford modular engines are a lot like that already, where they came out the Coyote, which is supposedly new, and it was essentially, the block itself was already based on the modular engine. Not much difference between them, so the Coyote, even the new Coyote, the newest one, is going to probably be pretty similar. Now, assuming a lot of parts are compatible, you can already, from Ford Performance, and other companies will sell this as well, from Ford Performance, you can get the intake manifold and throttle body from the Mustang GT350, the Shelby GT350, I should say. It's about $2,000. And of course, now you can get it done at a dealer for a little bit extra, and the dealer, then you can get it under warranty still, which that's something would be worth saying. So anyway, you can get this part installed by the dealer, and that's of course worth noting because it's under warranty if you get it dealer installed. Whereas if you do it yourself, it may not be covered under warranty. Worth noting because that adds some power, and it's under warranty, which is a good thing. And that adds, they say, at most 60 horsepower, which 20 to 60 is what they say, depending on peak versus non-peak. And some people have said that's a ripoff for the amount of money you pay for it, but that intake manifold is a lot more free-flowing, and if you were to go to something like forced induction, like a Pro Charger or Turbo, that would be significant because that, of course, allows those to flow a little better. And, of course, makes the engine run a lot better. You change the tuning of it, change that torque curve, which that's the important bit right there. And like I said, now of course you can get things like the active exhaust and the MagnaRide, so really, what difference does it make with the Shelby? Because there's other things I could do to honestly get that, even more of that power, put it at the Shelby level, because I could get then long tube headers, and you're basically at Shelby levels of performance. So, you really gotta ask yourself, is the new Mustang GT worth buying over the GT350? And compared to a new one, I say it is definitely worth buying. A used one, you're not that far off. If you can find a good used GT350, I would actually say you would almost be in perfect shape to buy it. Now, I say wait another couple years on those, because 3 years is usually the magic number, because people lease the cars, suddenly leases come back in, and then the price plummets down. My Tacoma just turned over 3 years old, and the price of it just plummeted, actually. I went from, this truck went worth from being about 22-ish now to a little under 20, so who knows? I don't see the cars being at their price bubble forever. And the R, I just think it's a total waste of money right now, just because the R, everyone's going crazy for it, and I just look at it like, are you really getting your money's worth? $100 grand is, to me, not worth it for the price. And $250, I mean, I see that car staying for sale for a good while, because I don't see it ever being worth more than that. It'd be a perfect car to put in a barn somewhere, and then it eventually would go up in value 40 years from now, like all these cars on TV do. But let me know in the comments what you think below. Which do you think is a better deal? New GT3 ugh. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Which is a better deal? New Mustang GT or used Shelby GT350? Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you like this video, go and leave a thumbs up. If you're stopping in for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help me get past 100 subscribers. Please share this video. Take care. Have a good day.